Good day, here are the top stories from the Philippine News Agency. Charlie Protocol, or the highest level of emergency preparedness, is up in 7 regions as Tropical Storm Kristine approaches the country. The Office of Civil Defense has activated Charlie Protocol in high-risk areas such as the Cordillera Administrative Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, Bicol Region, Eastern Visayas, Calabarzon, and Mimaropa. Ilocos Region and Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao have been placed under Bravo Protocol or moderate risk. Metro Manila, Western and Central Visayas, Oxargen, Zamboanga Peninsula, Northern Mindanao, and Caraga under Alpha Protocol or low risk. Meanwhile, the Department of Agriculture is monitoring about 1.3 million hectares of farmlands that may be affected by Tropical Storm Kristine. These include about 1 million hectares of rice and over 207,000 hectares of corn. The DA has urged farmers to harvest their crops before the storm strikes. It also advised fisher folks in the eastern seaboard to refrain from sailing due to potential rough seas and winds. As of 11 a.m. today, Tropical Storm Kristine was last spotted 335 kilometers east of Vera Catanduanes with maximum sustained winds of 65 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Kristine is moving west-northwestward at 10 kilometers per hour and may make landfall over Isabela or northern Aurora tomorrow evening or on Thursday morning. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 has been raised over Catanduanes. Signal number 1 is in effect over Metro Manila and the large part of Luzon, as well as eastern Samar, northern Samar, Samar Leyte, Biliran, and southern Leyte in Visayas, and Dinagat Islands and Surigao del Norte, including the Siargao Bukas Grande Group in Mindanao. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has earned recognition from international leaders following the successful hosting of the Asia-Pacific Ministerial Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction last week. Held in Pasay City from October 14 to 18, the event garnered praise from Kamal Kishore, the United Nations Secretary General's Special Representative for Disaster Risk Reduction, who highlighted President Marcos's personal involvement in disaster risk reduction and climate adaptation initiatives. Kishore described the President's commitment as an inspiring example for leaders across the world. This was the first time the APMCDRR was hosted in the Philippines, with previous conferences held in nations like China, India, and Thailand. President Marcos showed his support by attending the opening ceremony and hosting a dinner for the delegates at Malacanang Palace. The biennial conference serves as a key platform for government and stakeholders to address disaster risks, strengthen regional cooperation, and advance the goals of the Sendai Framework 2015 to 2030. Former President Rodrigo Duterte has requested to defer his appearance before the Quad Committee hearing today at the House of Representatives due to health concerns. Duterte's lawyer, Martin Delgra III, in a letter sent to Surigao del Norte 2nd District Representative Robert Ace Barbers, explained that the former president is unwell and requires rest following a series of prior engagements. The House Quad Committee hearing on the previous administration's anti-drug campaign is scheduled today, October 22. Duterte earlier expressed willingness to participate in the hearing. Delgra said that the former president would be willing to show up at the Quad Committee hearing, but he requested it to be at hearings after November 1. The House Quad Committee has been investigating Duterte's controversial anti-drug campaign since August, with the former president's name repeatedly mentioned in connection to alleged extrajudicial killings. A lawmaker has filed measures penalizing espionage during peacetime and imposing heavier sanctions on spying activities. House Bill 10983 seeks to amend Article 117 of the revised Penal Code to prohibit espionage in times of peace or in times of war. Meanwhile, House Bill 10988 will tighten penalties for espionage under Commonwealth Act No. 616. Under the bill, the proposed penalties for spying activities include life imprisonment and fines ranging from 500,000 to 2 million pesos. House Representatives Rufus Rodriguez said the filing of the two bills echoes Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr.'s call to amend the country's espionage laws. This is to address concerns over potential threats from foreign and local spies, such as those operating within the government and private sectors and diplomatic communities. He highlighted the need to tighten security against spies in light of the worsening conflict in the West Philippine Sea. Rodriguez also cited evolving global security threats from foreign intelligence services, terrorist organizations, and cybercriminals that can threaten national interests. In news from the provinces, the Department of Information and Communication launched the eGov PH mobile app to digitalize government services in Cebu Province. DICT officials and officials of the Bantayan town, led by Mayor Sun Shimura, officially launched the eGov PH app in a resort in Lapu-Lapu City on Monday. DICT's 7 Regional Director Frederick Amore said people can now avail of government services online and without the hassle of long queues and paper transactions. DICT Undersecretary for E-Government David Almerol said eGov PH, or the Philippine E-Governance Program, aims to improve the delivery of government services by making it available through digital technology. The mobile app provides online platforms with streamlined processes for various services such as business registration, tax payments, and public document access. Job seekers may also build a resume in the app and look for local or overseas jobs. Meanwhile, tourists can enter more easily through the Philippine e-visa portal and get unified travel declaration and health forms under the Philippines' one-stop electronic travel declaration system. The app can also be used to file complaints or reports directly to government agencies. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA headlines. For more news updates, visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. It's 64 days before Christmas. I'm Marita Muahe. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.